Erin Bates Paine and husband, Chad, of Bringing Up Bates, have welcomed their sixth child into the world. They shared the news initially on Instagram and have since shared a video with all of the details of their birth story. In addition to their new son, William Gage, they are also parents to Carson, 8, Brooklyn, 7, Everly, 5, Holland, 3, and Finley, 1. Keep reading for all of the details that they have shared about Sweet William's birth. In the last few weeks of pregnancy, Erin shares that their family was plagued with a stomach bug. The children passed it back and forth a bit, and, unfortunately, she did end up contracting it also. In an effort to help out, give her time to rest, and make the end of pregnancy as smooth as possible, Erin's mom, Kelly Jo, along with younger brother Jeb, flew in to help. The Paines relocated to Florida earlier this year and began renovations on their home shortly after. As you can imagine, this is no simple task. Chad found himself in a bit of a time crunch to get things wrapped up before Erin went into labor. In their update video, they shared several clips of Kelly Jo, or Granny, as she is affectionately known to her grandkids and the kids. They are seen chatting, reading books, playing with slime, feeding scraps to their pet guinea pig, Reese, and meeting the family goats. The video starts with a visit to Erin's high-risk doctor for a checkup on baby William. Prior to this visit, she had already started receiving steroid shots to help develop the baby's lungs a bit faster. This was due to the expectation that the baby would come early, just as her other babies did. Just before this appointment, Chad was able to finish up the rest of his work projects. While they were expecting an early baby, the doctor was telling them that the baby could come as soon as the next week, so the couple rushed to get preparations finished and hospital bags packed in time. On October 29 at 9:18 p.m., Chad begins to record as Erin is having a lot of contractions. "I think he's going to come tonight," she says as she bounces on her birthing ball and breathes through the discomfort. Thankfully, older sister Michaela Bates Kalin arrived from Tennessee the night before. Erin called the timing a sign of providence. Chad encourages his wife by telling her how beautiful she is. "It's like you need to go to the hospital, and you're like, wow. We didn't know that Barbie dolls have babies." A few hours later, Erin, Chad, and Kelly Jo make their way to the hospital in Orlando. Erin is still experiencing contractions that are progressively close together. As they are walking in around 12:16 a.m., Chad states that Erin is a trooper. The Paines are taken back to a triage room where they monitored Erin's contractions and the heart rate of both mom and baby. During this time, Chad points out that the hospital is great at supporting moms and offering options to ease the discomfort of labor. Erin takes advantage of the opportunity to sit on a birthing ball. At the time of admission, both Erin's and William's heart rates were high. Chad informs everyone that he isn't sure why they are high, but the doctors have reassured them that they are both fine. By this point, Erin is feeling very confident, having been told she's already 4 centimeters dilated, and thinks that she may forego the epidural this time. Sometime later, she does decide that an epidural to take the edge off is her best option. She tells her husband, "I'm not as brave as I wanted to be in my mind." To which he replies, "You are brave. You kidding me? You have kids? You're brave. Know who you are." Once she received her epidural, she said, "I feel so much relief." Truly, the look on her face said it all. Erin acknowledges that her labors typically move pretty fast once she reaches this point. Much to Erin's delight, her best friend and younger sister, Tori Bates Smith, made it just in time for the birth. Kelly Jo expresses a ton of excitement as she awaits grandbaby number 27, the fifth to be born in 2023. The video then transitions to a background view from Chad. He shares a glimpse of the bassinet awaiting the newborn, complete with oxygen on standby. Given that the baby is being born 5 weeks before his estimated due date, there is a high probability that he would potentially need supplemental oxygen. The hospital has also provided a precious little pumpkin hat that someone crocheted and donated to them. At 4:10 a.m., we see that Erin is experiencing a lot of discomfort, and she explains that she knows that it's almost time because contractions are now back to back. Chad explains that the monitors are having a hard time tracking Erin's contractions and William's heart rate due to position changes, and how squirmy William is. In a moment of vulnerability, Chad supports and comforts his wife as she knows the end of her labor is coming near.